Because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
You thought the game was over, but it's only just begun.
Well, delighted as Corona safe. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. So we have some things to go over regarding Saw 10, Cecilia Pederson's character, her fate, but not even just that, but there obviously was something in the movie that everybody was kind of questioning was, did Cecilia Pederson know who John Kramer, aka the Jigsaw Killer, was? And kind of gave us some insight that maybe she did know, maybe she didn't know, but how did she find this information out? And we're kind of going to go over it. After Parker Sears grabs his handgun and points at Amanda and John Kramer, leaving the office down the stairs where we would find out the truth of the relationship between Cecilia Pederson and Parker Sears. As Amanda is shackled and before John is put into his own trap, Cecilia Pederson makes us believe from the quote that she knew that John Kramer was the Jigsaw Killer all along. Listen to this quote from Cecilia from Saw 10.
When I realized who you really were, Jig fucking saw, I got a bit worried. God's honest. And now the great John Kramer is going to die in one of his own traps.
Now, as we all know, the Saw franchise technically takes place in New Jersey. Now, the question is, was John's work worldwide breaking news around the whole entire globe, which anybody outside of Jersey would find out about all these killings? I mean, I would have to say yes, right? We have to make sense of all of this because we know as fans of this franchise, of all the Saw films, Cecilia is never mentioned in other movies. Did Cecilia do her research on John and found out John is Jigsaw, but just didn't care? To be honest with you, I think because she was so into making her money and doing this scam and literally ripping off millions from people, I think she may have found out that John Kramer was the Jigsaw Killer and figured, you know what? He has some hope that he can get this surgery and be, you know, pretty much cured. And then by the time we take his money, he will never find out and he will die off like the rest of the patients we have scammed. Like I said, remember, Cecilia and Parker Sears were scamming people and made millions of dollars. Cecilia's fate is quite interesting to me because I feel like this is the end of the end for her. I don't think there is a continuance for her for a lot of reasons. As for John and Amanda taking care of the main threat of the night, which was getting Cecilia Pederson and Parker Sears in a trap at the end of Saw 10 and to kind of put them away for life. So Cecilia kills Parker Sears for survival, sticks her head out of the poison office for oxygen as the time goes down to see John, Amanda, and the boy leave the compound. Now we have to remember that this compound was untraceable. Remember when John was taxi driven by Diego to get to the compound and these masked people took him to this secret compound which was untraceable, so no one could find them. You know, the government couldn't find them for doing these medical antics that they were not allowed to do that weren't FDA approved, if you guys could remember. But at the end of it all, when Cecilia is calling for John's name and when they leave the compound, I think Cecilia is trapped there. She is stuck there without food, without water, and she pretty much dies. I think she was left there to die, and I don't think she was ever found ever again. Hence, this place was, I think the only people that knew about this place were obviously the people that were in these traps and the little boy that, obviously the little boy probably isn't going to rat on John at this point because they really helped each other out, and John took kindness to the boy. Hopefully don't find John's fingerprints or anything like that around the place, but I think at the end of the day, it's just, she's got no fate. I mean, we don't even know if her father is actually the doctor of this medical magic that they were talking about, these surgeries and curing people of cancer and all this stuff, you know, which is a whole nother thing towards this. I don't think had a future anywhere else after this movie. I think she's done. I think she's left there to die, and that's it. Let me know what you guys think about Cecilia's fate. Let me know what you guys think about Cecilia knowing John Kramer Jigsaw, and if she actually did research. I'd like to hear everybody's opinion on it. I think she did, and you know, I think she was a good character. I really liked her a lot, as much as we all really hated her by the end of this, and she became really the bigger monster at the end of this whole entire thing. Not only killing Gabriella when she was on the ground, need to go to the hospital, but you know, she was gonna put a child in the trap with John, and I think she became the bigger monster, which is kind of crazy because I didn't expect to really see a bigger monster in this film, but it really showed the innocence of John Kramer in this movie, and I think that's what they really wanted us to feel for him. So other than that, guys, pretty much it. Saw 10, more news. We'll be coming out with more stuff and more things I definitely want to talk about involving this film. If you last this long in this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video as well for more Saw 10 content and other horror news down the line. You guys have a great day. Keep running. Peace out.